So I have my mother coming over for dinner, and she likes hummus. So I'm gonna make her a dinner that includes hummus and vegetables. Okay, so when I make my hummus, you know, I try to use different kinds of beans. Typically, one of the jars is always chickpeas. Today, I'm going to use black beans with the chickpeas, okay? Just for, you know, different flavors, okay? So I'm also going to use chili powder, cumin, tahini, homemade onion powder, a bit of hot mustard, Dijon mustard, some black pepper, some pink salt, and some whey. I'm also going to use oil. All right, so let's get started. Okay, as you see, I've put the chickpeas and the black beans into the food processor, and I've washed both of them and rinsed them. So here are four fairly large cloves of garlic. I'm going to put some pink salt in. I guess that would be almost a teaspoon. I'm going to put in a bit of onion powder. I would say a half a teaspoon. I'm going to put in some chili powder. I would say that would be a full teaspoon. I'm going to add some black pepper. My mother loves black pepper. I'm going to also add just a little bit of Dijon mustard. Just a bit. You know, that's not a traditional ingredient for hummus, but you know what? We like it, so it works. I'm going to add some cumin. A real heaping, I guess a heaping tablespoonful. You can never have enough of cumin in hummus. Now, a key ingredient to hummus is tahini. Okay, I buy my tahini at the Middle Eastern store. So, I guess that would be, let's put a bit more. About 2 tablespoons full of tahini. This is delicious. I'm gonna lick it off the spoon. I love it so much. Absolutely delicious. I could, you know what, I could eat it by the spoonful. Alrighty. So I haven't forgotten anything. I haven't put the oil in yet. I realize that. Okay. So I have this sort of backwards today. There we go. So I'm going to put the oil in. This is grapeseed oil. You know what? Olive oil would be better. But, you know, anyway, this is what I'm using for now. So I'm not sure, you know, my proportions for oil and whey. It's a bit of this and a bit of that. So let's turn on the food processor. All right, so I've given it a whiz. I'm going to add some whey now. I source this whey from my milk kefir. I like sourcing it from milk kefir because it has a lot of beneficial bacteria and yeast in it. So that's what I use as my fluid as opposed to water. So let's turn this on again. A bit more oil. I'm going to give it a taste to see if it's lacking anything. There, see, this is what it looks like. It's really delicious, but I do need to blend it more, so that's what I'm going to do now. Very delicious. I don't think it needs any more spices. It's quite spicy. That's how we like it. chop up some veggies and put it on a plate for my mother. And there we go. I'll bring you back then. Here's the hummus all plated up with the vegetables. Why not try doing hummus with other beans, or other beans in conjunction with chickpeas? It's really tasty.